this your homework, Larry?
Hey, traders. Happy Saturday. Good to see y'all. Where you'd be asking the question, what's up with Bitcoin? What's going on with Bitcoin, man? Oh, well, I mean, you've broken the resistance, $24,200 that stems back to December of 2020. That happened, right? We rebroke out. You can see it, Larry, right here. You've broken it, but very little to no follow through at all. And you just got to wonder, we do have the 4-hour raising a little bit of a concern. What the heck? Where you made the high, you made the slightly higher high, and you're showing lower levels on the oscillator, right? You're showing a little bearish divergence. Just got to wonder on a breakout how this will fare. Right? Will it, if this bearish 4-hour T is respected, we would go down next, but I don't know, man. Anything above $24,200, I'm happy. I'm okay with that, right? It's not just the level from 2020. It's also, look, I mean, it's a local high from July 20th and the 29th, the 30th, August 8th. So we know it's been regarded historically. We know it's been regarded locally, and we're above it. Or also on the, if you can tell, you can see this very well respected channel, the heart line that you'd been failing to hold above, you are now above it, and you're actually trying to back test it as support. Very interesting. Let's see what kind of price action we receive being above the heart line, but with some 4-hour bearish divergence. The good news, the RSI is not really too bad. It's not looking as ugly as the MACD histogram. This is the 4-hour though. You go to the more significant time scales, there is none of this, I don't think, right? You go to the 6-hour. Maybe it's kind of harder to tell on the 6-hour. The 8-hour, there's nothing, no bearish divergence at all. You go to the 12-hour, 12-hour, nothing. It looks great, it looks fine. It's not implying a reversal at all. Sorry. So remember, the 12-hour, you had a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, and now it broke you out. You're still broken out, and you're just hanging out just below that 200 some moving average. You haven't touched that since April 21st, so it's been a long time. You're soon approaching that. You might test it soon, but that's kind of what you got going on. We go the daily, nothing at all. Positive momentum just building. Right, you're above the bullish control zone. You're actually, in fact, at your highest relative strength on Bitcoin since April 4th. I think that's a big deal, right? Anytime you're above 60 on the daily RSI is great news, and especially if you're taking out your previous highs, July 20th and July 28th, whatever. So that's That's good. All things look great on the daily. Talking about the oscillators, the MACD histogram and the RSI, they're great. Just a little bit of the 4 hour that's like, is this breakout that we just had, is it gonna sustain because of a little bit of buyer exhaustion? I don't know. Daily, it's not saying anything's bad. If you look at the daily, in fact, there is nothing here where you are. There's a straight line up, there's a straight line down, right? So if anything, most conservative case, 25,363 just to test the May 12th low, that wick low. But I mean, beyond that, dude, it's an up and down and nothing between there. So that is what is happening. Okay, it's your Saturday update on Bitcoin. We gotta wonder how it's gonna go. Remember what happened yesterday, chat? It was the highest daily candle close on Bitcoin of the entire recovery, but also highest daily candle close since June 12th. And remember the December 20th, 2020 level, right? That was breached finally. Traders settled up on the daily for the first time above that level. As intraday on the 4 hour, you had a couple candle closes above it, but never settling up above that until yesterday. So I think that's a pretty significant event that has occurred. But that's about it for Bitcoin. We can go to the weekly, since the weekly will close tomorrow, and understand another bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed 1 day, 1 hour. As a couple weeks ago, we had broken back above the 200s. Then last week we back tested the 200 as support. This week we back tested the 200 as support again, and now you're engulfing the previous candle. And your MACD histogram is nothing short of amazing, where you're coming off of classic bullish divergence, and you've just begun this week to build positive momentum again. Let's see how high this histogram island can get. Let's see how many wicks we get, right? It's just the beginning. Did I misspell inflection? Accidental. Yeah, like what? Yeah, inflection point. Let's go inflection point. Thank you. Inflection. There we go. Thank you. It is fixed. Thank you, dude. So yeah, long contemplated if I was going to go live today, because like, what is there to even talk about? Well, what I just talked about. Ethereum officially achieved 1972 and beyond, got as high as 2020, and it's a zone, so anywhere in between, probably where you're headed, and you've hit the zone. You could go as high as 2040, and that's your weekly high. Very major run, from a high of May 15th. Though, if you anchor from that high to the low, you are in fact right now at an 88% retrace. So anytime an asset appreciates in value 120% in 55 days, 130% in 56 days, whatever, there's nothing wrong with anyone that got in down here to take some profit, to take a little off the table, because long term we are not in an uptrend, we are in a downtrend. Okay, and let's see what's going on. If we can now, dang man, you still got way more upside in this downtrend on this channel. Going with the wick high, the candle high close, and so 3 touches on the top, 2 beautiful touches on the bottom. There is still a little more upside, isn't there? Going to 2300, if you're talking about a channel here, 2300 seems like it would be overbought conditions in the downtrend. 23, and that makes sense. That lines up with, if you ever broke 2050 or whatever, 2040, you'd be heading up to that level, because it's inflection point from July 6, 2021, valley January and February of this year. So it's all about, can you break this level that is very real? If you can, there's still, from where you are right now, still a good 16% upside, but you're starting to get there, aren't you? Yep. But yeah, I just we know, like, hey, if you for real break above 1730, we know we're probably going. We're there now, chat. So your guess is as good as mine. What happens? We haven't truly really reacted yet. Haven't done anything. Just pull back some on the day. 43 minutes till your daily candle close. And you're overbought. Ethereum is officially overbought for the first time since April 4th. Highest RSI since same date of April 4th. Or April 3rd, sorry. April 3rd. You were, coming off a low point. From your low to the high, Ethereum went up 65% in 69 days. So the recovery we've witnessed was shorter in time and far greater in appreciation, right? 65% in 69 days versus 130% in 56 days. Wow. So we are now matching the same RSI on the daily Ethereum saw back then before it collapsed to the abyss. So interesting. Okay. That's your Ethereum looking A. All right. Four hour? Are we even looking at the 4 hour? 4 hours, that rising wedge nearing the top. It's a pretty structure, isn't it? Pretty structure. What it's doing on the 4 hour, you can clearly tell for the past 4, 8, 12, going on 16 hours. Ethereum's been trying to backtest that coveted 1972 inflection point as support. It hasn't done that. Wasn't even really doing that. I mean, maybe a little bit in May, but always when it rallied was just making substantially lower highs and just rolling over. It created a descending triangle and destroyed. So, man, there could be more upside. You could go see 2040. Not going to be weird, especially the weekly. And it'd be testing the supply line, so the upside in the short term, if this holds, you got like 3.5 to 4% upside to test that a little more. You got to be the RSI or the MACD histogram on 4 hours kind of showing the same thing, like a slightly higher high with lower levels on the histogram. So that is kind of bearish divergence, So short term, there might be a pullback if that is respected. I hope it's not. I hope it's completely invalidated. It's a joke and everyone laughs about it and we go to $1 billion in seconds. Yes, we're still in a long-term bear trend. Sorry. Still in a long-term bear trend. If you look left, you can understand that. We're very, very far away from our previous levels. Even from this high to low, you haven't even made a 50% retrace from your April highs. That's crazy, man. That's insane. Not even. You're getting there. What are you, like a 40% retrace right now? Yeah. You just gotta wonder though, how this wedge is going to resolve, how it's going to play out in the end. If we look at, if we go to the 12 hour, there is absolutely no problems, no buyer exhaustion on this time scale. 12 hour, the daily, no problems, right? I mean, just besides being slightly overbought, barely overbought, positive momentum's building again. There's no problems here. What about 3 day? 3 days, incredible. 40 minutes till your 3 day candle close, and listen to this. Oh man, we're so close. If we were at the highs of the day, it'd be insane. But I was thinking, just looking at this initially, man, we could have been having a higher 3 day candle close than the high from May 28th. But it looks like you're going to be at your highest 3 day candle close since May 28th. Remember that? Oh my God, imagine that price action, the bamboozle into the bamboozle of the bamboozling. My God. So it's been number go up, and can't be surprised if we see 2040 in the end. Because we got the weekly. There's also no problems on the weekly at all. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. I don't know why this is not showing up on the weekly. Right there, that high from February 15th, that week, 2021. You almost touched it, just not yet. And I think above that level, you could be going, on the weekly, depending on the, 2300 would be kind of your target above 2040. Okay. just the weekly, coming off that really nice bullish divergence. Positive momentum is just beginning to build still. It's just like, you got to wonder how, like, this is like a reflexive rally from a crash. You just got to wonder how much juice does this thing have. Well, the good news is the significant time scales aren't really implying that we're about to roll over. Only the 4 hours kind of implying that there might be a pullback short term. But dang, man, other time scales, as good as they were looking, you know, down here, they're still looking fine, right? For now.
10-month downtrend broken on the weekly RSI on ETH. Very interesting. Hope you get better soon, dude.
Sub Anon, thanks for the $5 contribution. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, one of my friends was in town. He played football at Auburn. We played football in high school together. He ended up playing football at Auburn. I went to Bama. Even though he was a huge Bama guy growing up, it was just like Bama couldn't offer him a scholarship. So he was in town, and I'm like, man, I'm not feeling great, but I'm not contagious, and you know, I'm gonna suck it up and go out and see him while he's here because he lives down in Auburn. And we had a good night, you know, going out, drinking some nice high quality wine and whatever, going to the Neon Moon. So since I drank some last night, I'm not feeling good in that regard, you know. And just met, you know, had the I mean, I'm late to the stream kind of because like I had met with the president of the Alabama Bonsai Society. He lives near me, so we'd gotten connected and came over, had a beer on the patio. We talked. Pretty cool. So good. It's been a good Saturday so far. Lazy Saturday. Just don't know how this is gonna play. It seems like I can't be that surprised if I'm looking at that and pull back next, but then it just ends up being a pathetic pullback and you rally higher later. Same time, and not even really, you can see 2040 tomorrow or something. Okay, so those are your Bitcoin, Ethereum, kind of in-depth market update on them. Okay. What about Bitcoin on the monthly? Didn't have an RSI downtrend. Here's something really interesting. Okay, chat, look at this. Here's your monthly RSI. Monthly RSI. It's like you're seemingly breaking that level. Sorry, it's hard to, like, it's like you're breaking, yeah, this March 1st, 2021, October 2021, March 2022, and now, is it real? Are we actually breaking it? The great news is you never fell into the bearish control zone at 40, right? That's awesome. It's neutral. So that happened. That happened on Bitcoin, man. Make of that what you will. Here's your monthly chart just to look at it. You could understand, right? How is it weird if we go to 28,800 to test it? That's not weird at all. There's nothing abnormal about an asset breaking a support and then finding a bottom somewhere, and then rallying to back test that level later. You know, that could definitely be in store for Bitcoin in time if the recovery continues for the index funds, the stock market, the equities market. There you go, man. Still lots of negative momentum on the monthly, but a glimmer of hope on the RSI. BNB. Well, again, dude, BNB is certainly at an area where if a reaction or reversal occurred, how could you be surprised? How? How in the living F could you be surprised if BNB reversed here or reacted here for a pullback? How? When we know historically that's literally all it ever does. And at a 200-day simple moving average to boot, you haven't seen negative momentum since June 22nd. I mean, dude, it's just like, if not here, I mean, if it keeps rallying, that's great. But one thing you should understand is this is probably one of the absolute worst areas in the world for someone to take a fresh long on Binance. This is the worst area based on historical price action, not based on my feelings, right? Yeah. Not really showing bearish divergence of any sort. I mean, on the daily, but 4 hours though. 4 hours abysmal. 4 hours like extreme divergence, extreme bearish divergence here. Look at your testing and testing and testing. Look how many touches you're getting here. If this doesn't reverse here, that's crazy, man. Dude, I'm talking like, here's your high, then here's your slightly higher high, then here's your slightly higher high, there here's the same high. You're showing quadruple MACD histogram bearish divergence on BNB right here. So if the TA is respected, BNB would be going down next to react. Near an 886, pattern completion zone of bearish bat pattern. At an inflection point from history where we know it's so well respected, and if you're showing that too, it's hard to imagine it continuing upward in the face of all that, right? Am I crazy here? Even if it fails, you can't deny reality. You can't deny that those things are occurring right now, even if it keeps going up. Yeah, TA is disrespected if it doesn't react here and pull back some. Whew. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at total while we're here. It's obviously going to be a short stream. It's so dead here, man. It's like,
I like turtles.
It's so dead. All right. Approaching the supply line of sloping channel. Nearing, you've actually tested it. You tested that 1.158 trillion low from May 26th. I think that's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, you can see you're starting to, you're testing the June 23rd, 2021 level. Did you test that one low? You did. You touched it like the Jesus, that July 20th level. Wow. Yeah, so you're starting to get there. You're starting to get there to levels.
How
right?
about some crescent moon boy targets for Tsuka? Back testing 4 hours crab.
Sub, yes sir. Thanks for the contribution, man, to the stream. Yeah, we'll look at that if you want. Sure, I probably do. So I can imagine if Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB showing bearish divergence, this one be showing a little bit too. It is. From the high to the slightly higher high, lower levels. So and you're near overbought in the uptrend, right? The top trend line's overbought territory, bottom is oversold territory. You're near it, man. You're closer to, way closer to overbought than oversold. So if you're showing a little divergence, you just can't be surprised that that little bit of divergence maybe ushers in a small pullback of sorts. Okay, short term. Other time scales aren't bad, as we've already looked at. Okay. Yeah, it's 12 hour, no problems on the 12 hour at all. Nothing's implying a reversal here. Nothing's implying a reversal on the daily at all. You're not even overbought, but you're in the bullish control zone, and it's perfect. I mean, you're 67.3, highest RSI total has seen since April 4th. And you'd think that maybe a little more upside to go test 1.2 trillion. But remember, you've never, market participants never got confirmation that it was a resistance before. When we broke it, we collapsed. So that is coming. A back test is coming of that level, and you just got to wonder what kind of reaction you're going to get. Are you just going to break through it, or is it you just going to reverse after making a lower high than the previous highs?
I love you use if the tar isn't respected and I was wrong synonymous, Amber.
Huh? We disagree. Thanks for the 28 pounds. I mean, I was wrong. Is it me being wrong? Again, because like only Moon Boy losers come into the community talking about me trying to act like I'm right or wrong. I'm just looking at data points on a chart. And from what I've learned from people much smarter than me, I'm just trying to apply the teachings they gave me on the chart, right? So, oh, I'm wrong, I'm right. I don't even care. Like if the TA is respected and it goes up, is that me saying I'm right? No, that's just literally the technical analysis being respected or disrespected. All right. I mean, this right here, if the TA is respected, the bearish divergence that exists is real. Inflection points, same highs. You keep testing and failing. I mean, I don't even know what that meant, but I appreciate the contribution. Whatever that means. Maybe an insult, maybe not. I can't even tell. All right. So BNB and then XRP. That again, no one will buy this. So I don't, you know, like it's just, there's no demand for XRP. Like in any other worlds, this would be a fine trade setup. It'd be like PayPal. People bought PayPal. People aren't buying XRP. So it's just pathetically performing. Like if this was another world where there was demand and excess liquidity in the system and we were good, this would probably already be at 45 cents. It's just not. No one will buy XRP. I get it, man. No one's buying. So underperformer that may never hit the top of the wedge it broke out of. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. That's your fourth largest crypto in the world. It's not a stable coin. It's pretty awful, man. It's terrible. You are kind of showing some bearish divergence a little bit on the daily. It's bad, man. Bearish divergence on the 4 hour, kind of like Bitcoin, but you know, it's uptrending, man. It's just lack of demand. It's tough, dude. Really, really tough here on this. I'm sure we could go with the channel too on the 4 hour, you know. Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's so bad. Look at the heartline respect, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. You can't break it. You just are staying within the bottom part of this uptrend. It's weak, man. It's very weak because we're looking at like Ethereum, Bitcoin. They're hitting like, you know, total market cap, hitting like the tops of their channels. It's pretty pathetic, man. Like you look at total, right? Near overbought, and then you look at XRP from its own bottom. It's not even close to being overbought. It's in fact closer to being oversold. So that's
Hey Mitch, cheers from Brazil.
Awful.
Wondering if you can check storage/USDT perp on Binance. THX for your work. 0.3110000 LTC.
What's up, Onder Pavin? Thank you so much for the contribution. We'll look at that. No problem, man. Thank you for supporting the stream, dude. On Saturday. Thank you, dude. Ryoke, sure. Yeah, thanks so much for joining Patreon. You are already in the Patreon, Discord, all that stuff, so thank you so much. Much love. I'm in the chat. Kinks. Okay, Cardano. That was, it's still broken out, technically. I mean, hey, look at this chat, right? I'm sorry, last time we were here, we were not broken out. Now we are broken out. It has breached the sell wall. Not just that high from June 12th that was very well respected, also like the local sell wall at 55 cents.
If it's okay with you, please play Critical Area's song at an appropriate time.
What's up, Adrian? Thanks for 20. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. So you'd think, barring acts of Bitcoin just collapsing, only the 4 hours saying you might pull back, every other time scale is saying things are fine, there's no impending price action reversal implied at all yet. So say Bitcoin doesn't collapse, and your target is 60 cents here, or 61 cents, 60.9 cents. So the upside from the breakout was always about 11%, 10.9%. And that's it. Maybe you back test the breakout, maybe even test 53 cents, but you can see the local structure has been breached. So we do have Cardano breakout. We did it, man. I've never played RuneScape in my life. I don't know what that even means, dude. Thank you. You talking about 1990s or something? No, I never played it then. I played Diablo though, Diablo 2. Okay, so that's one of your largest cryptos out there. Breakout, but not really gone very far, right? It's up 3.5% today, which is a lot for Cardano, man. It doesn't do it that often. Sol, let's go to Sol, up 2% as well. You think like if everything continues in crypto, you know, you could be seeing a bearish deep crab. Now it's got to break 48.62 But if it does, then there's no, I think you would be going to 55.62. It's the old levels from May of last year. 48.62 is very important. Okay, that's a big level. I mean, it's like the first time ever, you know, April 26th and May 3rd and May 12th of 2021. And then it was support actually for a little while this year, and then it became resistance. And now it will soon be tested as resistance again. Big if we can break it. But if we do, you'd think they're from 48.62 to 55.60. There could be that's the upside potential above that level. You haven't broken it. Right, talking like 13-14% upside if you break 48.62. But again, we're looking at, I mean, this one's not showing bearish divergence, but who cares what Sol's doing? If Bitcoin's showing bearish divergence on the 4 hour and it pulls back some, Sol will pull back too. It's not going to do its own thing. Like Bitcoin beckons, Sol answers the beckon, right? Let's go to DOT. Down 2.3%, stalling out, and yeah, there's bearish divergence like crazy on the oscillators. So yeah, buyers, you know, getting weaker and weaker on the thrusts upwards. Okay, so pullback looks like it's coming for this one. Looks like locally you got something like this going on, right? Like a little demand line, and then something like this maybe. Yeah, a little rising wedge action. It's kind of, you know, unable to get to $10. Just not enough bids. And I can, you know, I just can't be surprised if this is where you stall out and you pull back. If you pull back, hit 830, you're still making actually a higher low than previous lows. And you get resolution on this divergence, play out. You're just looking for, if there's divergence that develops and it plays out, you're just hoping for massive underperformance, pivot, and then rally again to eventually see $10, $10.40. Okay. Just talking about, this is about the only thing that makes sense.
Stream might be slow today, but football SZN is almost here. Life will be that much better. Hashtag SEC.
Yeah, man. Don't have excuses not to stream on Saturday. Thank you, Eddie, for the 420, man. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Really looking forward to it. Much love, dude. Wow, dude, look at DOT. Hasn't seen negative momentum since June 18th, excuse me. That's freaking wild, man. Since Black Saturday, you haven't seen negative Momo. It's wild. So yeah, 4 hours implying maybe a pullback here. But we'll see. No other time scales truly showing the divergence. Okay. Doge that had broken out, still out, I think. Not by much. Yeah, now you're diverging bearishly. Yeah, a little bit, dude. It's really not. I mean, it's like 4 hours showing it. No other time scale is showing it. So, again, if you pull back here, not that surprised, but maybe it just underperforms and whatever. So it's, until it falls really below 6.7 cents, it's still kind of, you know, making higher lows. So there's no problem. But I'm telling you, there's just better assets. There have been better assets to own than Doge for a long time now. So nothing changes there. AVX that had the bearish divergence that pivoted and held is still unable to break the supply line. It's above 28.23 though, so it's interesting, but I don't think this is really good short term. I mean, it seemed okay yesterday because it was pivoting off, but now you're disregarding the supply line again as resistance. There's still supply here, but yes, you haven't, once you break 28.23, then you probably know, then it's like confirmed breaking down for real. But like my issue is, you know, you made the high, then you made the higher high, okay, and then you made about the same high again, testing and failing to break that resistance a third time, and you're just continuing to diverge on the RSI, right? Still, constantly. So you just can't, if you're at this level, I get it's so nice above 28.23, right? Because that's like a breakout level of sorts. But if you're inside this channel and you keep testing and you keep just weak, slightly higher highs than the previous high, and this is going on, And there was no positive momentum. That's what's crazy. Zero positive momentum on this slightly higher high. That's Class A plus bearish divergence. So 4 hour, I just can't be that surprised if it pulls back. But hey, whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, let's go to the requests we had, like 1 or 2, right? What's up, Henry?
Hey Mitch, health and vitality brother, flexed biceps, near please if you have time.
Thank you for the flex bicep. Yeah, we'll look at near, dude. Thanks so much, put on the list. All right, what was this first one? Get this going. Let's see here, let me check my notes. It was Suka, right? Yeah, it was Suka, dude. Wow, dude. Wow, it actually hit it, didn't it? It exceeded that 1618. Wow. Did it go to 200? Probably. Yeah, like a 200% retrace is insanity. That's crazy, man. Wow. What were you asking? What moon, dude? It's at 26% right now. Insane. So it hit the 1272 yesterday, but we're like, hey, it's the deep crab because of the wave structure, and it exceeded the 1618 and actually went to the 200% retrace. Crazy, man. But yeah, I certainly would think this is an area of reaction between the 1618 and the 200. Yeah. How about some moon boy targets? You had them. You got them yesterday. The moon boy target was like 6.6 cents. This is where, like, you know, this profit taking levels up here in this area, dude. If you wanted a 2618 though, I can give it to you. 2618 is 10 cents. Literally 10 cents right there. 2618. That's a moon boy target. You wanted it, you got it, but you're at that. You're reacting. I mean, maybe you up thrust through it. I mean, but still, if it starts reversing here, you gotta think that this is being respected. A lot of price action at the 1618 and 200. That's it, dude. All right, storage. Old storage, man. Storage perpetual on Binance, he says. Okay, literally exactly what he wanted. Okay, looking at storage US dollar tether, Binance futures. Clearly the level that is very real, 63 to 66 cents, right? Look at the price action there. Well, look how you're holding it, man. I mean, the fact that you're holding it is really cool. I mean, that's amazing, right? I mean, it was resistance. Now it's like support. You're falling through it. You're confirming accumulation, right? More market participants owning the asset than they did before. And now you're springing back above that level and back testing the spring well. Tweezer bottom, bullish engulfing candle right there. That's gorgeous. I mean, someone would be like, hey, dude, it's like complex inverse head and shoulders behavior. Right, it's definitely a momentum shifting structure of sorts, and it's just where it is that is so nice. Where you would probably just set a stop below 63 cents, because I don't think you want to be below that level, because you'd be playing the fact that it's sprung and back tested the spring twice. So if it's falling back below that level, then your whole argument for momentum shifting, making higher lows, is now invalid and dead. So Yeah, anything above, like that is these two yellow lines. Those are like the lowest risk areas probably to take a shot on a breakout and back test a breakout, right? You can see it looking left. It's very real. So you'd think that upside potential. If we just look at history, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? Down, up, down. Your target, if you were long here, would have to be 92 cents. So from where you are right now, the upside potential on storage is 28%. If it just does what it's done historically between this level. Do you understand? Like why? That's where it would be, that you understand why that'd be the target. Not because of feelings, but because of historical price action at inflection points. Okay? All right, man. The closer you are to 63 to 66 cents, the closer you are to a strategic entry and stop loss, protecting yourself below that level because you want nothing to do with it. But if it is truly actually happening, you will eventually see 92 cents again. You saw it in June. All right, it's kind of nice, you know. He asked me to do a futures chart, and I didn't have it plotted already, so it took me a little more time to draw lines and look and analyze and all that, and pretty good here. Storage solid. Solid above 63 cents. Under Paven from Brazil. Let's look at near. I never speak in absolutes. Never. If someone says that, oh, you said that it was going insolvent and will crash, you're literally high or wrong, because everything I talk about is always in probability terms. And you were showing a bearish Gartley, you were showing lower highs, type 2 returns, but I changed the way when new data presented itself on KuCoin, I changed the way I thought about it. It was showing classic accumulation. If it's above a certain level, it could go insane to the upside, like the rest of the market. So, you know, when you watch one stream, and then you don't keep watching the stream, and then you come back 3 weeks later or whatever, there's going to be 3 weeks worth of new data. Go to July 13th. I was bearish on Bitcoin because of the technical bearish breakdown below the key level from 2017. And the next day, when the bullish engulfing candle appeared and we broke back above that key level, I went bullish. I posted a bullish trade setup. So anything above 41, probably 641. And you're almost there. All right, 641, because history tells us it's where reactions have occurred, support and resistance, even recently. That's probably in time where it's going to test it. No idea beyond that. I mean, you got a lot of work to do. You break 641, then you go to 736. If you can ever break 736, that's when you're going to see fireworks again, most likely on near, right? Because above that, all the price action does is up and down till 1037. So you got a long way to go on this one, man. Long way to go. No bearish divergence, really. I mean, it's just maybe 4 hour like everything else. Yeah, definite bearish divergence going on here. Like, you got short-term pullback here, what makes plenty of sense, dude. The high, the higher high, the higher high, the same high with no positive momentum and lower levels in the RSI. This is screaming short-term reversal to the downside. Yep. Short-term reversal implied, but it doesn't mean it's over. It just means it pulls back, pivots at 527, and then rallies later after there's resolution of the bearish divergence on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Near and others. So, but just remember, it's only the 4 hour. The daily is not implying it, not even the 12 hour, not the 3 day, not the weekly. None of those time scales are saying that buyers are exhausted. None. And that was technically the last request. For, you know, an actual chart. Okay, dude. I mean, I've been live an hour. I feel like I've been live 10 hours now. Dude, I do not know why I stream on Saturdays. It's such a... Just like had a little time. Went out last night, so I didn't really feel like doing anything
Suki
today.
the dollar, that's around a 28.618 fib.
What's up, yes sir? Thanks for the 5. Thanks, dude. So, there you have it, man. A little bit more upside for you testing 641, 736, then 1037 after that. Wow, all this stuff happening at an 886 from the low to high. A little bit lower, then this is where reactions occur, man. 886s all the time. Going back to Ethereum here, 1980, 7 minutes till your daily close. We're just running out the clock now, okay? Running out the clock. Take a look at Ethereum Classic that is breaking out right now, pretty much breaking a level. 43.50. I mean, you could be on the way to $52.
Hey Mitch, can we look at RSR/USDT? Thanks, dude.
Still being on. Yeah. Sure. We'll look at reserve rights, whatever.
Could you have a look at Pudgy with Unsushi Swap? It's an NFT chart Lamau.
Okay. And on. Thank you, dude. Sure, we'll look at that. It's probably awful, man. Can't imagine how bad it is. Yeah, so ETC, it's at 786 right now. Not once, but now twice. You gotta wonder if it's truly breaking out. Maybe it goes to 49 bucks for the 886 for like the shark stuff. Still in a downtrend, even after this run, right? Just remember, all this has to do is it makes a lower high than $54. That downtrend is still intact, man. You're not in an uptrend on ETC long term. Maybe midterm, yeah, straight line up since July 14th, yeah. But if you can see the highs, and it's still lower than the previous high, and is always in jeopardy of continuing the downtrend until you get above that level. So you're just getting a deep retraces. Yeah, let's go to RSR. Yeah, it's very, very interesting level here, isn't it? Very, very interesting. Let me but you're just below the lowest close in history right there, October 6, 2020, right? Yeah, that's what you're doing. So you're above it. I mean, you're right there, holding it. Dang, dude. Let's go. Raft. Thank you, dude. Holy crap.
RAFD tipped $100.10. Hey Mitch, thanks for being here on a Saturday and while you're still recovering, no less. My wife thought she was getting the evening off. Sorry. Lol, 0.050455999 ETH.
I mean, like, you know, only an hour, you know, so I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the freaking $100.10. Wow. That was left field right there. Dang, dude. King behavior, Red. Man, that's amazing. And tell your wife, I say, thanks for letting you watch, because happy wife, happy life. Thanks, dudes. Yeah, this one, as long as it stays above that level, I think you're good, right? RSR. Oh my God, there we go. All right, your little zone, upside potential, based on history, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Why not up? It could. If you stay broken out, which you're struggling here, but if you did, you got 29% upside. That'll be the next target on RSR. If buyers could defend this level, right, for real, which they're struggling right now. They definitely are struggling. So it's like if you were, the problem is though, even if it fell below it, as long as it makes a higher low than these lows, this 552 level, it's still technically making higher lows, right? So it could still do something like this and be fine. All right, but it's just, you got to just pay attention to 752, 789, and you could have almost 30% upside to the next level. If it ever broke that, then we're talking insane. You know, probably like you'd be going to 1600 if it breaks 1000. Yeah, imagine talking about that in my chat and thinking you're not going to get banned. Keep it up. You keep talking like that, dude. See what happens. Yeah. Real funny. So all of a sudden, none of your comments exist ever again on this stream. Okay, some NFT thing. Yeah, it's logo on the 8s. Alright, dude. Well, imagine the value you think you bring to the stream. You bring none. Okay, so your NFT coin, not at a low risk area. The low risk area will be 61 cents. So you're starting to get to the high end of things, 344, right? I mean, it's kind of probably like a little range here, right? And if you're range bound, I don't care what chart it is, if it's an actual NFT or not, but you understand, you buy low, you sell high. You're nearing the top end of the range, so it's not like at the best area for a long, right? A range bound trade. Range bound trades, you buy the bottom, sell the top, you're nearing the top, so you're off. There's nothing to do here. Like if you want to strategize a long and a stop loss, you can't. It's down 11% anyway. Oh, whatever, dude. Okay, so let's go to Bitcoin. Uh, 20 seconds, and it will be, assuming everything stays the same with 15 seconds to go, the highest daily candle close again since June 12th. It's pretty good. Even though, you know, most of the gains of the day were pulled back. 1 second, and Jesus chimes. There it is. New day, new daily candle. There it is. Going to the 4 hour, there's bearish divergence, but it has not played out yet. You are still above the heart line of the channel. Very nice. Still broken above 24,200, which is a 2020 level, which is nice. So you're still broken out. Bitcoin is broken out. There's nothing implying a reversal of the downside on the daily, the 12 hour, the weekly, the 3 day. The only time scale that's really saying that we might pull back here a little bit is the 4 hour. That's it. That's not a very strong argument, but it's something I'm not going to ignore. It's there, right? Go read a textbook. If you don't believe me, this exists.
Sup Mitch, V/USDT.
So Frank, we can, dude. Thank you. Sweet. And then Ethereum, 1983 hit over $2,000 today for the first time, or yesterday, since May 31st. And it's just getting hot. I mean, you're at the inflection point that we thought if you truly were breaking 1730, that's where you were headed next. You're there. You're kind of stalling out and could pull back a little bit here, but not yet. You've been 16 hours holding 1972 as support. And that's it, man. That's just your update. Let's keep it going with the requests, which was Fight, the next one. Wow, what a run. My God, dude. Fight. What happened, dude? Just been going since it bottomed out. Looks like you can go the daily here. It's like a big double bottom. Wow. Just going with that candle open and these lows here. Clearly one low, the second low, and there you go, man. Like, you should have requested this way back, because this looks like a Gartley, almost a textbook Gartley, Jesus Gartley. Wow, dude, unbelievable. It was, dude, it was like an undeniable perfect bullish Gartley. Dang, man, that's really, really nice there. It's a shame you're requesting it now and not back in sometime in June. That's gorgeous, dude. How about that? And it's like where the pattern completed just happened to be like an inflection point from history. 2019, 2020. So it's been playing out pretty well so far, but it is diverging. It is diverging some, and you think that the next level, it is upon you. And it is definitely upon you. You're like at it, unfortunately, right? So do you understand? Up, down, up. It could go down again. If it ever breaks that level, then you're looking for not too much more upside, about 4.2 cents above 3.6 cents. But this is not a fresh long area at all. This is like you're starting to get to possibly profit taking levels. If you longed the Gartley's bottom, the asset at the PCZ, it's run up like 75%. You get that, right? So these are now, if you're just trading a Gartley, you're at or near profit taking levels. You've made 75% on your money when you longed the Gartley completing. Do you get that? So I don't know how much more there is to tell you. All I can do is give you the levels, the critical levels of inflection where price action reacts. You're near that or at that. If you ever broke it, yes, we'll talk above 3.6 cents to 4.2 cents. Above that, that's when things get insane. Like, or at least they could, get explosive, and there could be fireworks. Like fireworks, I mean, going from 4.2 to 7 cents almost, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, so you got a lot of work to do. You're near an inflection point, and you're diverging as you're near it, and the asset's up 75% from the Gartley's bottom. So
UNI please. Thanks Mitch.
So Jason, thanks dude. Yeah, Uni was up against a massive supply line, I believe. It's not on my watch list. What? this is not the chart. What is the one I've been looking at? I'm so confused now. There it is. Yeah, old Uniswap. Here it is, man. Here's the channel I've had. Yeah, it's like trying to break out for sure. I mean, it is it has broken out horizontally. Yeah, it is above that peak from September 18th, 2020. Above that thin order book, you can tell it's still broken out, man. So it's like anything above 862 is breakout. Like Bitcoin, anything above 24,200 is a breakout. It's broken out. Could go higher based on historical price action, right? Look left. It hasn't yet, but it's a great area where if you're trying to, manage your risk, you're at a somewhat reasonable area to manage your risk with a stop below that level. You wouldn't want to own the asset below that level. And so you're so close to it, if the trade goes against you, you get stopped out, you take on very few losses. But you're risking a little bit to potentially win a lot. 42% upside if this is a true breakout. So protect yourself below 862. But if you do that and it never triggers your stop loss, you could imagine where it could go. And it's probably $13 or at least $12, $20, $12. Okay, 30 to 40+% upside if it holds above this level, the breakout level that it has broken out of. Okay. All right, that was
tether dominance, please. 0.01008128 ETH.
What's up, Raph? Thanks, dude, for the 20. Yeah, we'll get tether dominance now, man. Sure. Much love, dude. 120 on the day. 120 and 10 cents, man. Yeah, this thing did not hold up, man. Still massively been an uptrend, hasn't it? You probably got another supply line or demand line here, so probably soon approaching that one. But if you look left, you're above all levels. It'd be the first back test you've ever gotten if you back tested.
One more. AEON/USDT back testing all-time low as we speak.
Yikes. Doesn't sound good, Frank. Think you do. We'll look at it. So it's just like
looking for deep look at 2. Apollo and Pack.
Okay. Or well, it's normally like one contribution, one analysis, right? Everyone else is, requesting one. Right? You get it? Am I crazy here? I don't think I'm crazy. So we'll look at one. You can pick. You can say in the chat which one you want of the two. So yeah, you're soon approaching the 200-day simple moving average. I think that's going to happen, and why not, man? It's the peak from June 23rd, 2021. That level. If you don't hold that, then you're going down to 4.8%, but still very much uptrending. But yeah, just pulling back now, right? Just having a pullback. I was maybe buying climax, June 18th, Black Monday, or Black Saturday, excuse me. There you go. Oh man, I don't like this at all. Oh no, that is a gorgeous looking falling wedge. That's beautiful and extremely valid. And here's my issue. If you start pivoting here, man, you'll have seller exhaustion with this beautiful wedge in this long-term uptrend. That's something that's concerning. I mean, that would give cause for concern based on what this chart is. US dollar tether looks like it's setting up for higher prices soon, nearing the apex. Remember, dude, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll look at Apollo then. Thank you, dude. But does anyone see this and have concerns? Resolution's coming on this. Oh man. What about the 12 hours that's showing us divergence? Oh, yeah, a little bit on like the lower low. than the lower low, and you're diverging. This is not a joke, man. I don't know, make of that what you will. Wedges like that, dude, that plays out, crypto market's gonna get nuked, right? Because if this thing's busting to the upside, that means people are pouring money out of crypto and putting it into Tether. That's all this means. Big yikes there, dude. But with something like Ethereum, where it is, I mean, you can't be surprised if a pullback happened on Ethereum and BNB. Both of them are at levels where if a pullback happened and you're surprised, what are you doing? How would you be surprised if BNB or Ethereum reversed or reacted here? They have hit levels that we've been talking about forever. Well, if it breaks 17 and 20 and then it's going to 1972, it did it. BNB 350, it did it. 330, whatever. It did it, man. They're at levels where reversals occur all the time. They only have always happened. They're extremely real inflection points. BNB or Bitcoin, not so much, not as much, but it did hit the first target of the trade setup. But it was all right, let's look at nice one, Raft. Very, very nice request. That's great, and I think people appreciate it that are watching, because that's real. That's not a joke, dude, at all. Another illiquid S coin. Start out with a daily on this one. Well, here you are. Just, you know, at your like lowest low ever, kind of, right? Yeah, you're testing. I mean, you haven't broken out, but you could say that Aeon is certainly on breakout watch. If it breaks 5.1 cents, we have no idea if it would. I don't know, man. I think you got to regard this level too. Yeah. 5.1 goes to 5.9. You ever break 5.9? There's all kinds of peaks, right? I would say like the big area, 5.9 is the big one. Look at history, you know, what it normally can do. If it broke 6 cents, it could go to 13 cents in time, but it hasn't even broken 5 cents, right? So you haven't broken anything. You're close, but not yet, man. This is exactly where it tests and then Bitcoin rolls. It reverses here. It's back testing for the first time, second time. What was once support could be resistance now. So it hasn't broken anything. It's kind of diverging, I guess, on the MACD, but yeah, dude, I wouldn't own this ever. I'd never own Aeon, ever. Yeah. Okay, so no breakout, but you're on breakout watch. But yeah, you could understand if it ever did break above this 5.1, 5.9 cents, that's where fireworks could happen. It could double up pretty much if it broke the levels that it hasn't broken yet. So pay attention, have it on your watch list, fine. Sure. All right, look at Apollo now. Dude, it's like 15 per coin. Always has been. Well, I mean, it changes when I desire, but it is currently. And what are you talking about? Apollo what? Apollo, I mean, is there a ticker? Because I'm typing in Apollo and it's not coming up. I remember Apollo was like a scam. Like, it's not on trading. If it's not on TradingView, I can't analyze it, dude. Like, I can't. I'm not going to. So you got to give me an asset that has something you can search yourself on TradingView and find it for me. Okay. APL. Okay. Okay, Apollo currency Tether on KuCoin. Found it. Is that what you want? APL, it's USDT on KuCoin. Okay, sweet. Well, you're not gonna like it. It's terrible. It's like, oh, it's, look, man, 200-day moving average, testing it and rolling over, failing. All it does is lose. I mean, it hit its lowest price ever recently, and it came off of a run, right? But it's still below its all-time low. I mean, you know, it could run up eventually to 1.4 tenths of 1 cent and test that, but it's not even there yet. So if you're asking me about a potential long, there's nothing to do here. It's not in an actionable area. It's just not, right? The lowest risk entry would be 4.6 tenths of 1 cent down here, that bottom. That would be a support, a real support. Other than that, you don't have anything. You have straight down, you know, kind of trying to go straight up. It's not an actionable long area. It's just not. So, I mean, you can, people can request things all day, but unless they're truly looking, you know, for the things, right? I mean, like a falling wedge on US dollar tether dominance, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, this is not an actionable long area right now. Yeah, I wouldn't own this ever. I'd never own this. But hey, you know, do your thing. You can believe in the team and they have good hearts. Doesn't mean anything. And its performance is terrible. It's like rug pull scam, right? Hey, look, the coin somehow was up here. It hit a high somehow on its listing of 48 cents. Well, somebody got scammed. 48 cents, and now it's 8.9 tenths of 1 cent. Or maybe it's like, no, it's 8.9 100ths of a cent. Excuse me. It's worthless, dude. Literally worthless. Sorry, man. I mean, like, but I do appreciate the contribution to the stream. Certainly. That's big time, man. Man, that tether chart. That US dollar tether chart, man. Wow, what a trip, dude. Right? What a trip. What about the other one that we were doing? It was... Give me a sec. Oh, man. So this is the one we've been looking at where it was US dollar tether to total. And it has done exceptionally well. When it was overbought, right? That was the ticket, and the bottom's in. It was put in, but it's finally approaching the 200 moving average. You know, hasn't seen that since January 1st. And unfortunately, it's given us that same type of behavior as US dollar tether dominance, right? It's like a wedge. Yeah, man, like, dang, dude, it's kind of hard to ignore that. And yeah, I mean, you could just, if it starts pivoting anywhere around here, you're gonna get real triple bullish divergence. I mean, dang, man. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. That's where you get notified when I go live. That's where the conversation continues when this live stream inevitably ends. YouTube will fail you on notifications, so that's why you're in the Discord, so you always get pinged when I'm live. Because it might be 3 a.m. when I go live. It might be, you know, 2 p.m. You still know, man. But, yeah, that kind of is concerning. And in a long-term uptrend, you're showing a beautiful falling wedge like that. It could go down a little more, which means Bitcoin and crypto could go up a little bit more by starting to get a little limited on the run. Yeah, you got 2 more days if you're interested in going to Vegas with us for the meetup. You got about 2 more days to RSVP, so we know you're going. So we need a head count, so we can plan accordingly for event rooms and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, be sure to direct message Brad Fisher in the Discord if you want to go. All right. Okay. Here it is in linear scale. It's prettier in linear. Good God, that's so pretty, man. Like, I don't even how do you ignore that? It's just like coiling on up, man. If that's not a textbook wedge, nothing is, dude. Nothing. You have all the touches you need. What if you live there? It's easier for you to participate in the meetup. It's a good thing, I guess. Right? Wow, what a friggin' wedge, dude. Okay, Ethereum on its daily had its highest close since May 30th, but it's still just looking like it maybe wants 2040. You can't be surprised. It hits 2040. That's the high, right? That's that one-time high, February 2021. If it does it, no surprise. At the same time, 4 hour, it's kind of diverging, but it's not as good as Bitcoin or BNB. If it pulls back, I'm just not surprised either way. Just like if you're above 1730 for real, I'm not surprised if we see 1972. It did it. It happened. It played out. So it's like, now we're at this next level, and it's like, man.
Hi Mitch, can we look at Matic to USD THNX?
What's up, NDS? Sure did. Matic. Matic. Well, remember, Cardano broke out. Here's Matic. Yeah, we discussed this yesterday. We looked at this asset yesterday, and it's like, you understand, if you stay above this level long enough, you have insane upside. The target would be 120 in time. And it stayed above it long enough. The impulse just happened to happen yesterday. Wow. But it was ascending triangle behavior. If you go watch the stream from yesterday, the analysis of this asset, it was fine. It looked like accumulation, holding support as support, and is now separating. And I'm thinking eventually 120, if this is, because history tells us most likely 120. Okay, there you go, Matic, man. That's it. I wish there's more to talk about. Sorry, I mean, that it was so quick. I mean, do you need a cigarette? Probably not even satisfied. Okay, 120 in time. It might back test 94 cents, it might not, but just watch the stream yesterday, dude. Okay, someone's talking about Cardano doing something on the new day. All right, well, it's up 1.2%. Remember, the target's 60 to 61 cents. Nice. It just made its highest price since June 11th, today. That's very nice, right? So there's more upside. If it's just going to respect the levels, it's still got another 7.8% upside. That's it on Cardano. Pretty crazy, man. A lot of assets look different than others, right? This looks way different than BNB or Ethereum or something. So we did have your alert set up, I guess, because this thing could be faster than you think. Either way, man, like I don't know what to make of that. I mean, it's concerning. It's startling. It's like shit. It's like, how much weight should we put in on the US dollar tether textbook falling wedge with divergence and supports? Like, I mean, is that like legit the ticket? Is that the key to the city? I don't know, man. It's crazy though. But as I'm saying that, look at, you know, Cardano has broken out and it's at its highs of the day. It's up 2.3% and kind of going a little bit. Nice, man. Yeah, you do have some assets that are up on the new day a little bit. Nothing like Cardano though, except, yeah, that's it. You got Tezos up a little bit. Mana. Mana above $1 equals 150 in time if you're patient. This is just like the GRT trade setup. Do you understand, chat? I mean, you got this maybe one little level. I think this is just a joke compared to the other ones that it's already broken and back tested. I'm thinking 150 target in time. This is a bullish butterfly that met its maximum criteria or maximum threshold, the 1618, and now it's like back tested old levels as support a couple times, confirming accumulation. Now it's above the key level, I think. Just thinking, and so I'm 150 if this plays out, and this is a trade setup, man. Yeah, there's still, my God, you won't believe it. I mean, there's still like 40 to 47% upside on mana from here, above $1. And below $1 somewhere, let's say 96 cents, stop loss. Let it ride, man. Risk a little bit to maybe win stupid amounts. Litecoin above $64 is really good. But you know, you test $66, that's the big one. If you can break $66, you have upside, unreal upside. If you're breaking 66 bucks, it's a level from history. If you break that, you have, my God, 26% upside on Litecoin. I'm not kidding. It's kind of crazy. Yep, it's a wild world we're living in right now. Crypto upside potential is there on some of these, whereas others, they're like, they've hit that upside potential, right? And now it's kind of question marks, like, I don't know how much further this thing could go. Now, if it broke 2040 on Ethereum, I'm thinking 2300 would be the target, and that's like 15% more upside. But you haven't broken it. You're, in fact, from this high to low, you're at an 88% retrace. So it's just something to think about. High to low, 886, touched it at the highs yesterday, 2016. Just something to think about, right? 886 is certainly not areas to take fresh longs, but whatever, it can still continue its ascent a little more, man. Okay? Do you get me? Do you understand what I'm talking about, man? Been a pretty decent stream today. Pretty decent. Will we rise? Wow, dude. Wow, what Hex, man. Hex doing things. Hex broke the 6.666 cent area. Wow, dude. If you're a Hex fan, just telling you. Look left. Very real level. There's nothing here on Hex until 8.3 cents. Do you hear me, Hex people? 8.3 cents would be the target if this is a real breakout. It did break out with a candle close confirmation. You can't argue with that. That happened. Okay? I don't know if there will be follow through. It could fail. But you're looking at the highest candle close ever from May 13th, 2021. At one time it was. Okay? First time, that's when it's manufactured. Everything correlates to it after. Oh, look. Correlation. 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 After it was created. So now, you can't argue and say that didn't happen. It did. It just, I don't know if it will catch a back test and follow through to the next level. But we did get a confirmed breakout on Hex yesterday, or about 30 minutes ago. So rejoice, Hexicans, if you're out there. All right. Good stuff. about Ethereum Classic. Can it hold above 43 cents long enough? And can it eventually break the high from March 21st? That would be momentous. That would be a huge development. So far, you're just making 786.
You rock. Will you please give a look on Ergo chart?
Sure, Bart. Hey, nice contribution in honor of Cardano, right? 40 bucks is a Cardano contribution, and Cardano's kind of pumping, dude. Will we look at that? Sure, dude. But let's, again, since you tipped that, and since this is the kind of the star of this new day, Cardano heading on up to 61 cents if the levels are respected. You know, it's never reversed anywhere until 61 cents from here, ever. So you think that we could see it again. Nice one, dude. Thank you, Bark. ERG though. Oh, Ergo, sorry. Ergo. I don't see Ergo. Are you talking about a Ergo chart? Oh yeah, ERG. That's the ticker. Sorry. There's really nothing to look at, dude. Nothing. I've been here a couple times. It looks like you broke a supply line and it ran up in March to just test resistance as resistance and collapsed, and that's about it. I mean, dude, you pumped, and now what, man? I mean, maybe a back test 281.
You're most welcome.
Oh, thank you, dude, for the, what was that? $55, man, total. Thank you, dude. No offense at all. Check your yours. Check your yours, man. All right, they're important. I swear. So this thing broke 281 to 250. So that's your zone. What you'd look for here, you can't do anything now, really. I mean, unless you just want to gamble. You take a long now, you're just literally flipping a coin. You're pulling the slot machine handle, right? Because you don't, I mean, there's no, like, you can't strategize an entry literally here. Now, if this asset's sold off to backtest 280 or 250, that would be legendary. That would be your entry. If you got a pullback to test this level as support, either one, that's when it might be actionable for a long with a protective stop set up just below that level and let it ride. And then your target would probably be, I mean, yeah, $3.99, $4 right here is real. It's definitely, look at that. I mean, a couple times anyway. It's really like that candle close. 1 and 2, and you just tested it again. All right, so you go sell off, you see 250, one long sets a stop and lets it ride to 380, and then 520 after that. So nothing to do now on that pump, that insane pump that happened yesterday and the day before. But if you get a back test, that's where you could strategize. There's nothing to do literally right now though. Hey, it's the Hordem, man. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. We've just been looking at S coins, bro. Lots of S coins out there in the world. Lots of S coins out there. Maker was like mana. Where, yeah, you understand, chat. Please understand if you're still watching the stream. I know there aren't that many of y'all left. If Maker is ever able to break 1194, life-changing money, opportunity, 45% upside. If Maker can break 1194, if you don't believe me, I don't care. Look at the price action above 1194. Anytime this asset has ever broken that level to the upside or downside, it goes straight up and down to the next levels. So between 1194 and 1744, it's pretty much an effing wormhole. It is straight up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, only up if it breaks that level. So you have to pay attention to Maker, because you could make money, 45% on your money, if we ever get a breakout above that level. Okay? This has been here. This has been the case. Nothing's changed. It's just taking its time. Maybe absorption of the remaining supply at 1194. Once it's absorbed, boom, 45% up. Okay. So you gotta wonder, is it gonna be a good crypto night tonight? It was yesterday. Will it continue? Will it continue? What about Adam? Still on this crazy channel. I don't know, dude. It's just like when Jesus candle, right? That's the when Jesus candle on Adam. It's been 84 years. But let me show you about this 84 years, man. If you're patient as the Titanic lady. If you were as patient as the Titanic lady, and you were a patron, here was, dude. Here was Adam, July 15th. A day after I posted the Bitcoin failed bearish breakdown for the third time trade, right? Hidden divergence on the third low. Oh my God, chat. Interrupting Cardano much, bro? We'll go to Cardano in a second. That is now going hard. All right, July 15th. I know, man, it took a minute, but hey, we did it. You know, you did it officially yesterday. First target of the trade setup has been achieved, I believe. Oh no, never mind. It actually wasn't. Stupid me. I don't know why I went with the wick high. Should have gone with that candle high close from May 15th. So it didn't officially hit the target. So it's like I feel like I'm losing my mind here. But you know, and it was cool. You also got like a re-entry too if you missed the initial trade. But it stayed above that level, and I think you're gonna see the first target be hit. If you ever break that, I think the second, third will be real fast. Let's go to Cardano, man. Let's go Cardano, baby. Pump it to 61 cents roughly. Okay, it's up 3.2% on the new day. Bitcoin is not rolling over yet. Remember, the only time scale that was showing bearish divergence was the 4 hour, and it was everything else though was fine. Talking the 12 hour, the daily, the 3 day, the weekly, nothing showing bearish stuff right now. Nothing. Only the 4 hour, and it was kind of.
Fitfee/USDT PLS Mitch.
What's up, Ben? Benjamin Jones. All right, dude. Fitfee connect. Thank you, dude. All right, Cardano highs of the day. Highs of multiple months. Highest price since June 11th. That'll remain the same until the target's hit of 61 cents, chat. What a beautiful triangle in the end, wasn't it? In the end, in retrospect, it was gorgeous. Now it goes in the same category as Adam. They're both like fine for higher prices. They're just illiquid and they're slow going, man. They're like barbecue trades. It's stupid, dude. Yeah. So I have another alert set up on this one. Okay. Fitfire. We'll go. Oh my God, what exchange? Dude, it's called the Step app. What? The Step app? Well, I mean, dude, it's pumping. Well, here's the thing, dude. It looks like a Jesus Gartley. It looks like Bitcoin in 2019, early 2019. Oh my God. No, it did not. Where are y'all requesting these obscure S coins when they're at their pattern completion zone of their... This is a legendary bullish Gartley. Why are you requesting it now? And I didn't know this existed until today, until moments ago. Why were you not requesting this on the 12th of July and being like, bro, there's a bullish Gartley at the 786 right now. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. How perfect. NFT worthy type Gartley. Look how it ushered in the entire cycle reversal. Just, it's gorgeous, man. It's literally a sight to behold. It's artwork. So now you're working on, it looks like a deep crab. Or just a crab pattern, maybe. Bearish crab. 1618. So more upside. Yeah, just a crab. I mean, it hit the 1272 already, you can tell. Also lining up with this candle high close on the 4 hour. And we'll go with the wick too. So above that level though, there's not much, there's nothing really to like 30 cents. It's like up and down. So we could say, we can just do that. The zone, 29 to 30 cents. So you're at a resistance now, right? Pretty much getting confluent with some fib extensions too. So maybe a pullback, but all it has to do is just make a higher low. The trend is reversed. It's like making higher highs, higher lows, midterm uptrend. Wow. Don't want to tell you besides that's absolutely incredible. Loop ring chat. We got a breakout.
Look here. Look, listen.
Chat, we have breakout on loop ring. Massive upside potential above 48 cents. Target 62.9 cents eventually. Yep. We got things happening in crypto on the weekend. Look at the price action. You tell me on loop ring. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Right? Then up, down a million times, then up, down, then up, then down, then up, then down. Do you understand the level just was broken? And that's where you're probably going. Not because of my feelings or me making a call here. It's literally all the price ever does between 48 and 63 cents. Up, down, up, down. Oh my God. So why not up again? It's not crazy. It's not rocket scientist stuff. So the upside, I mean, it's like 25% on loop ring. You're breaking out, man. Okay, I don't want to tell you. You broke out officially yesterday. You just kind of back tested the breakout at the beginning of the day, and now you're rallying off of that back test. Okay. We cool, man. Full moon, yeah, it's full moon, dude. It's full moon type of night, dude. All right, I'm having another alert setup. This is big time. This could be masterful type rally on LRC. History tells us that. You get that. History is screaming at us and telling us if it's a real breakout, you go up 25% from here, and it's not a big deal. It's literally normal. It'd be abnormal for it to not go up 25% from here. Okay. I don't know what people were talking about Ethereum catching bids. It's not. It's just hanging out, doing nothing. Star of the show is Cardano right now. As you can see, near its highs. Remember this thing did though. It really did this. It really did break the downtrend, right? I think it's just maybe a Wyckoff accumulation range, you know, possibly. But yeah, we don't even have to get that crazy with it. All I do is look at the 4 hour and go by the pattern, the reaccumulation pattern. Gotta love it, man. All right, man. I think that's there's no more requests, and I've been live for an hour and 43 minutes on Saturday, so the chat's kind of literally flatlined. So what else is there to do? I can't. I mean, being live anymore, like, not much to really go by. I mean, Cardano's pumping, but no one gets hyped about Cardano pumps ever. So All right. Gail, I'm going to do something. Next time you type, Gail. Next time you type, Gail, good things will happen. Jesus chimes for Gail. Type something, Gail. Boom, there it is. There it is. All right, so this may not stop till the next level, and the next level certainly is 61 cents. And there's the beep. Cardano again, chat. Highs of the day. Blasting off. So, okay, I guess, I mean, it's pretty cool, though, that it keeps rallying. So we got some price action. Man, let's go, dude. Pump it, Cardano. Pump it, dude. Dang, dude. Cardano pump stream right now. Wow, dude. Do it, baby. Yeah, James, for sure. Did I do that one on stream, or did I just do that one in Patreon? I can't remember. This is Jeff's favorite number right here, 58 cents. We got mana up 2% on the day. Remember, this one has broken out, and it has officially back tested the breakout, chat. Do you understand? That happened on mana. That's not a joke. This is a back test. A bullish breakout back test occurred on the 9th. The next thing is probably 150. Okay? If not, then 130, then 150. But you have a master breakout. A big breakout. Why is a master breakout? What I'm saying is, why? Because it's real. It's so real. It's so real. Tweezer bottom, too. We'll see what happens, but you can't say you're not at a lower risk area. This thing hasn't really mooned yet, but just if you see it's the price action tells us what it could do next, and it's only up, down, up, down, up, down. On mana, yeah. Yeah, my buddy's in Atlanta. He went to the Widespread concert last night. How about Shiba? Well, let me give the Shiba tether chart. Because this one, dude, I'm just telling you, all I can do is tell you. You are so on the cusp. It may not happen. Do you hear that? It may not happen. But you're so close to where if it does, you won't believe how much it pumps in a very short period of time. Shiba, there it is, dude. Engulfed 2 days ago, yesterday indecision, actually tested this little neckline again. You're so close, man, to the promised land on this one. It's crazy. Royal Calvin, are you talking to yourself? Who are you talking to, man? Who's obsessing? I mean, you might be projecting your feelings, because no one's doing that. That sounds like a you problem. So Shiba, dude, it's not a joke. But all I can do is be like, okay, once this sell wall breaks, gone like the wind. Of course she was a joke, but I don't care what the fundamentals of an asset is in a market where it's a trader's market. Why do these assets have huge run-ups and then every cycle they lose about 90% of their value, and then they bottom out for a while, it could be a couple months, few months, and then they start rallying a new cycle again, and they have their big run-ups, and then they eventually sell off and lose 90% of their value again from their previous low to high. Over and over and over. It's because it's a trader's market. It's buy low, sell high. 88% sale on your S coin. It's a vehicle. It's a financial instrument to make money or to lose it. But you make it when you buy assets that are at basement prices, that are on sale 88%, 90%, 95% sale. Okay. But just like, I'm just telling you, man, like, if you're not going long, like, at these levels, there is nothing that would ever make sense for a real long. The thing lost 98% of its value. It got back above key inflection points from history, the limited ones we have. It's been back testing them as support for over, you know, like almost 2 months, man. And it's showing accumulation, reaccumulation with a sell wall. And when the sell wall is broken, it's over, dude. It's just going to do what history does, most likely. That's how we're targeting. Straight down, straight up, straight down. Why not straight up again? It very well could happen. You understand this thing could go to the 2000 level, whatever. It could go here and still be very much in a long-term downtrend. Do you get that? But you could make some money in a downtrend on the upside. It makes a substantially lower high than the previous highs and rolls over later after hitting that, after a successful backtest. Market participants never backtested this 2000 level on the way down. It just collapsed. So what if they want to make sure and reconfirm it's a resistance? They might. Just because it's like, hey, it could very well go up from here a lot. It could like double in value, and then it doubles in value. It doesn't mean I'm saying we're in a long-term uptrend. I'm not. Like you're like in a long-term downtrend until you break above like your next levels, then you make higher lows, then you break the next levels over and over and over consistently. Yep, there just needs to be a rotation. I mean, like if you're a market maker, you're out there, you see this. It's soon time. If it's gonna happen, it's like, you know, you're getting very close to resolution on this, on Shiba. So it's just all you can do is just own it and don't worry about it. One would have a protective stop set up, different levels. I mean, I think below 1200 is actually a smart play, smart area, because it's a wick high, and we've already back tested it as support. So I mean, you could have a real tight stop on this still, but it's really fine until it falls below 1050, which is crazy. Okay, so we'll end it on that. Or Bitcoin, who knows, man? Maybe we have a crazy night tonight. Remember, Bitcoin broke out, chat, 2 days ago. Confirmed. Bullish engulfing candle, confirmed breakout above the 2020 level for the first time. Yesterday made a higher close than the day before. That's not bad. You're above the heart line of the channel. Still, you just really back tested it as support today, and now you're starting to go up after a back test. It's really interesting. If you were just think about Bitcoin in this channel above the heart line, the upside potential until it sees a supply line is like $26,500. Looking left, there's nothing that would refute the argument for that potential. Like it's a straight line up and a straight line down, right? You could say the wick for 25,350, fine. Then you still have upside from here to just at least test that and fail. But I'm thinking that's kind of nothing. It's just an area of limited, right, buys and sells. So, I mean, 26K, 26.5 doesn't seem that unreasonable. The daily, the 12-hour, the 3-day, the weekly, none of them are implying a reversal. Only the 4-hour was. Only. Like this is your only bearish argument right here. It's one variable, dude. It's just one. But you're broken out and you're above the heart line. It's really interesting times on Bitcoin. A lot of people won't even know that we have broken out to some degree. You have, though. Okay. So, appreciate everyone coming out. Not much else I can do here, you know. So, I'll just get out of y'all's way, and y'all enjoy the rest of your weekends. I hope the bearish divergence in the 4 hours like underperforms or is invalidated. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Until next time, respect the TA.